Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. In today's video, from mathematics subject, progressions topic we are going to discuss. So our today's concept is regarding properties of geometric progressions, children. Properties of geometric progressions or geometric progressions in shortcut, it is termed as ZP. So properties of ZP we are going to learn today. And the first property is, if all the terms of GP be multiplied or divided by the same non-zero constant, then it remains a ZP with the same common ratio. So already suppose if we have a ZP like 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 like that, if all the terms of ZP are, if they are divided by the same number or if they are multiplied by the same number, so whatever ZP, whatever new sequence will come, it is also will be a ZP with same common ratio. So before multiplying, dividing, if the common ratio is R, after multiplication, division by the same number, for the new ZP also, ratio will be the same. Next, the reciprocals of the terms of a given ZP form a ZP. Suppose if you have 2, 4, 8, 16, like this one ZP, if you take the reciprocals of all the terms, then it will become 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 16, like that. Previous ZP, common ratio is 2. 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 16. It's a ZP with common ratio 2. The new ZP, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8 means here it is also a GP with common ratio 1 by 2, because 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 4 into 1 by 2, 1 by 8, 1 by 8 into 1 by 2, 1 by 16. So if we take reciprocals of the terms, it also will be a ZP but with a different common ratio. Next, if each term of a ZP be raised to the same power, the resulting sequence also forms a ZP. Means if 2, 4, 8, 16 is a ZP, if you take exponent, if 2 is raised to the power 3, 4 is raised to the power 3, 8 is raised to power 3, 16 is raised to power 3, all the terms are raised to the same exponent, then the resulting sequence also will be a ZP. Next, in finite ZP, the product of the terms equidistant from the beginning and the end is always same and is equal to product of first and last term. Means if 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, here product of first and last term means it's equal to 2 into 64. It is equal to 2 into 64. Not only first and last one, the terms which are equidistant from the beginning and from the end. Means from the beginning, second term, 4. From the last, second term, 32. This 2 into 64 equal to 4 into 32. Or from the beginning, third term, 8. From the last, third term, 16. These are all equal. 2 into 64 equal to 4 into 32 equal to 8 into 16. Next, 3 non-zero numbers ABC, if they are in ZP, if they satisfy one condition, that is B square equal to AC. B square equal to AC, where B is considered as geometric mean of the AC. Geometric mean of AC. So three non-zero numbers ABC will be in ZP if and only if B square equal to AC. B square equal to AC. Okay, children, these are the properties of geometric progression. So if you have a ZP, you can multiply all the terms with same number. You can divide all the terms with same number. The resulting sequence will also a ZP with same common ratio. Or if you take reciprocals, then also resulting sequence will be a ZP. Or if you raise each term to the same power, then also resulting sequence is a ZP. So product of terms equidistant from beginning and end, always same and always equal to product of first term and last term. So ABC, three successive terms will be in ZP if and only if B square equal to AC condition is satisfied, where B is considered as geometric mean of AC. Next. Example problem. Find the sum of 8 terms and n terms of the sequence 9, -3, 1, -1/3 and so on. They have given a sequence here. We have to find sum of 8 terms and sum of n terms. We have to find sum of 8 terms and sum of n terms. So in the given ZP, the first term A equal to 9, common ratio R. How to calculate common ratio? We have the formula T2 by T1, where T2 is -3 by T1 is 9. So after cancellation, it is equal to -1/3. So we know A value, we know R value. Now the formula for Sn is, because here R value less than 1, that's why Sn formula we have to take A into 1 minus R power n by 1 minus R. This is the formula for sum of n terms. So Sn equal to, in the place of A, we can keep 9. 1 minus, in the place of R, we can keep 1/3 by 1 minus 1/3, -1/3. R, 9 into 1 minus, this -1 whole power n by 3 power n. Like that separately we can write. So this one, after simplification, minus into minus, it will become plus. 3 into 1, 3 plus 1, 4/3. This is 4/3. R. This one, after taking LCM, 3 power n into 1, 3 power n. This 3 power n minus -1 whole power n. So by this 3 power n will come down. This 3 power n will come down. And this 3 will go up. 3 into 9, 27. It will multiply 27. 3 into 9, 27. So 27, this 3 power n will come down. 27 into 3 power n -1 whole power n by 4 into 3 power n. This 27 we can write it as 3 cube. 3 cube. If 3 cube comes down, it will become 3 power -3. And we can write 3 power n minus 3. Instead of this 27, we can write 3 power n minus 3. So this is the formula for sum of n terms. Sum of n terms. And we have to find sum of 8 terms. So n equal to 8. So we have to find S8. So in the place of this one, in the place of formula, in the place of n, we can keep 8 directly. So 3 power 8 minus -1 whole power 8. 8 is even number. So it will become +1 by 4 into 3 power 8 minus 3, which is equal to 3 power 5. So 3 power 8 means 1641 minus 1, 1640. So 3 power 5 into 4, which is equal to, after cancellation by 4, it is 1640, and 3 power 5 is equal to 243. So this is the answer. Next one, find the sum of n terms of the series a plus b plus a square plus 2b plus a square plus 3b plus, and so on. We have to find the sum of n terms. So a plus b, a square plus 2b, a cube plus 3b, and so on. So if we have series like this, from each term we can separate the first term of each term and we can take them as a group, a plus a square plus a cube, and so on up to n terms. And second term of each term, b plus 2b plus 3b, like that. We are having our terms up to n terms. If we take b as common, here 1b means 1 will come out, 1 plus 2 plus 3, and so on up to n terms. So a plus a square plus a cube is a ZP with first term a, common ratio T2 by T1, which is equal to a square by a, which is equal to a. So the first one is a ZP. With the first term as a, common ratio as a. So according to formula, sum of n terms is a into 1 minus r power n by 1 minus r. In the place of r also we can keep a. So a into 1 minus a power n by 1 minus a plus b into sum of first n natural numbers. We have the direct formula n into n plus 1 by 2. We can keep the direct formula here. So this is the formula for sum of n terms of the given series. So directly they are not in ZP, but each term, if it is split into two terms and taken as separate groups, individually they are in ZP, and indirectly we can use the formulas of ZP here. Next example, find the sum of the series 2 by 9 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 and so on up to 81 by 32. So where 2 by 9 is the first term, 81 by 32 is the last term, and we have to find sum of the series. Let A, first term be 2 by 9, last term be 81 by 32. And what about R? We have the formula T2 by T1. Second term is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 by first term is 2 by 9. Division we can write as division is an inverse multiplication. So division we can write as multiplication. Then 2 by 9 will become its reciprocal, 9 by 2. 3 times 9. So 3 by 2 is the common ratio. Suppose let the number of terms be n. Then Tn, last term, is 81 by 32. But the formula for general term, nth term in ZP is a into r power n minus 1. The formula for nth term is a into r power n minus 1 equal to 81 by 32. In the place of a, we can keep 2 by 9. In the place of r, we can keep 3 by 2 whole power n minus 1 equal to 81 by 32. Or 2 by 9, if it goes to right hand side, it will convert into its reciprocal, 81 by 32 into 9 by 2. 9 by 2. 9 by 2. Where 81 is nothing but 3 power 5. 3 power 4. 81. 3 power 4, where 9 is 3 square. We can write it as 3 to the power of 6. And 32 means 2 power 5, 2 power 1. We can write this product as 3 power 6 by 2 power 6. Means to the power of 6 is common. We can write it as 3 by 2 whole power 6. And left hand side we have 3 by 2 whole power n minus 1. As the bases are same, we can equate the powers. N minus 1 equal to 6 or n equal to 7. So there are 7 terms in the ZP. There are 7 terms in the ZP, and the formula for sum of 7 terms is Sn equal to A into, as here R value 3 by 2 is greater than 1. So for Sn we can make use of the formula A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1. So in the place of A, 2 by 9, in the place of R, 3 by 2, in the place of n, 7, minus 1 by 3 by 2 minus 1. So 2 by 9, 3 by 2 minus 1 means it's after simplification it will be equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2. If it changes into multiplication, we can write as 2 by 1. 2 by 1. And 3 power 7 is 2187 by 2 power 7 is 128 minus 1. So after simplification, we will get this value. Next example. Find the geometric mean of 6 and 24. We know that geometric mean of A and C is root of AC, because we have, if ABC are 3 terms, we have B square equal to AC or B equal to root of AC. So geometric mean of A and C is root of AC. So in the same way, the geometric mean of 6 and 24 is root of 6 into 24. If you multiply root of 144, 144 can be written as 12 into 12, root 12 square, square root cancel, answer is 12. Next example, children. Insert 5 geometric means between 1 by 3 and 243. 1 by 3 and 243. So we have to insert 5 geometric means between 1 by 3 and 243. Let the geometric means be x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. So there will be 7 terms. 1 by 3 is the first term. x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, 5 terms. 243 is the last term. So there will be 7 terms in the ZP. 7 terms in the ZP, where 7th term, the 7th term is 243. The formula for nth term is Tn equal to A into R power n minus 1. In the same way, the formula for 7th term will be A into R power 7 minus 1, or A R power 6, A R power 6, T7 equal to A into R power 6, which is equal to 243, and the A value already we know, 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 R power 6 equal to 243. So R power 6 equal to 3 will come this side, 243 into 3, 729, can be written as 3 power 6. As the powers are same, bases we can equate, R value will be equal to 3. We got R value. So we got A value and we got R value. Now x1 is second term. X1 is T2, whose formula is AR. So 1 by 3 into R, 1. X3 means T4. Sorry, X2 means T3. Or AR square. 1 by 3 into 3 square, 3. X3 means T4. AR cube. 1 by 3 into 3 cube, 9. X4, 27. X5, 81. Like that, we can find the required geometric means between 1 by 3 and 243, and they are 1, 3, 9, 27 and 81. Okay children, that's all for today children. Remaining topics we can learn in our next video. So thank you for watching our video children. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you, Shilam. Have a good day.